Hey guys, future editing Saad here. I thought I'd give you a rundown of our podcast format. We have our podcast divided into two different parts. The first and likely the longest segment of our podcast is going to be our weekly topic, whether that's what we did in our D&D campaigns on Saturdays or what we did over the week. These will last. We're going to aim for near half an hour to an hour. Our second segment is our random, usually dumb conversations that me and Dan tend to have throughout the week. This, if you're going to learn in this episode, is going to be called the random recording game. And yeah, so none of us during this segment are aware that we are being recorded until usually after when we're editing. What we could do is we could both do this record game where neither of us is telling each other when we're recording.
Yes.
And I could be pulling footage off my phone.
That kind of stuff.
Quite like I'm doing right now.
Oh. Smart. For the listener, we just talked for about half an hour about creating a podcast, only to realize that we were not actually recording the entire time.
Are you completely sure that you're recording the entire time?
We were recording, but it's just remember all the problems we've had with my laptop mic? It's just,
because of with Skype with Joe?
Yeah, I don't even know.
For D&D?
But anyway, welcome. My name is Daniel.
My name is Saad.
And we are two college students at Carleton University.
If we are saying this again, then we apologize and we're keeping that in. Because we still haven't figured out if we recorded or not.
We definitely were not.
We definitely confirmed we're not recording.
We have half an hour of silence. Because the microphone was not on for some reason.
Well, dang it. Try Cortana. Is Cortana working? Or?
I don't even know what. Cortana? What do you mean?
So can Cortana hear you?
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear my voice? Listen to my voice.
Sorry about that. I didn't hear anything.
Okay, your mic is dead. We can confirm
Is it
to the listeners that we had not had the mic on this entire time because mics are terrible. See, this is the thing that we said during that half-hour silence the mic picked up that we would improve with every iteration. So what we should do, really, is upload the half-hour silence.
We've set the bar so low that we can only go up from here.
So
it's literally not possible for us to get any worse than our first episode.
Which is literally silence, because the mic didn't work. This is good. This is good.
Maybe, what if the name of our podcast, because we talked about this last episode, we discussed the name Saad Lib, kind of waffling, talking about nothing and a pun on the word sod. But what if the name referred to the growth and the starting from literally nothing and then moving forward from there.
Which is still nothing.
Well, now we have something.
This is true.
It is small, but it is something.
See, this is actually the first time I'm using my phone to record something. Let's see how this turns out.
I feel like your phone would be good.
By the way, funny story about that. It's probably a whole lot worse now than it would have been since before reading week, because what I did was me and my sister were switching Sims. See, okay, let me describe exactly what I did. Sorry, that's just gonna hurt your ears, unless we edit this out. See, this is key, and I took said key.
You don't need to take your SIM card out.
See, no, and then you see this is SIM card tray. And normally you push this in, right? It's all good.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're in a hurry. So what I did was I put it in here. That is.
In where?
I put it in here, the other hole.
What is it?
That's not the SIM. That hole.
That is the microphone.
Is one of the microphones of this phone.
So it is very possible that the listeners are hearing
No, they're
death-
hearing something, but they're hearing
death screech.
they're hearing death's background screech.
Yeah.
Like that key rattling just now, I probably just killed 3/4 of our listeners.
I might have to edit that out.
Nah, no, don't. You ain't editing that out. Gotta keep that. You know what we should do? We need to make a.
We need to be our own thing. We need to be our own thing. It's gonna be like, for the listener, you can expect much. Expect random conversations about things that are random, but we will probably have some D&D and Hearthstone.
You know what we should do? We should just have like one day of the week where we just sit down for like half an hour or something and talk about something, and then just pepper the rest of it just like with the random bits of conversation we have throughout the week.
Recording each other when we don't know it. That is, you know what? That is unique. That is unique. That is not something that a lot of people do. Maybe with videos, but not with podcasts.
Like things like this. Like right now, we are kind of sitting down actually talking.
Yeah.
But then like the rest of it, like that's the bulk of the podcast should be us just our random conversations that are completely random.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I like this idea.
I like this. We're gonna have a community of people who love listening to us.
We are being very positive about this.
Is that wishful thinking?
I think we're getting too wishful thinking here right now. Because this decision literally came up from a stem from like literally a we should really make a podcast do it. Okay, fine, let's do it now.
Yeah.
But isn't that how every podcast starts?
I mean, in a way, that's how everything starts. We should do this. Let's do it now. You know? I mean, normally there's like actual planning involved and like making sure it's financially viable. But like,
I mean, we don't need to worry about that because there's nothing.
we're not paying anything for it.
I mean, we have the equipment.
We have the technology.
We have the technology. We're just intentionally downgrading our quality for the first episode so we can upgrade.
Well, remember, this is our second episode.
Oh, second episode. Right. I apologize. I'm telling you right now, let's just upload that right now. That 30 minutes of silence that we just had. As episode 1.
But we need a logo first. We still need a logo.
I mean, I feel like a logo is gonna come up as we proceed with
But we still don't have a title. Is it gonna be Saadlib? Is it gonna be? Is it gonna be? What is it?
There's probably a generator for this online.
I'm sure there is.
It's probably gonna be terrible, but it probably exists.
But that's the thing. We don't need to.
The only thing in terms of equipment we might need if we're gonna do this random recording thing is maybe a bigger SD card in my head. In my hand.
Did you say in your head?
In my head. In my head.
You know what? You really do need a bigger SD card in your head.
I do have a very, very bad memory. Smitty. I still don't know why. It's like you guys couldn't be any more different either. Just like I still just mixed you two up.
For grade 9, I'm just came to know this recently. Saad mistook me for someone else whose name was Smitty. Now my name is Daniel. So they couldn't names. First of all, their names could not be more different, and second of all, like I talked to this guy every day. Basically, we were in like 4 of the same classes together. Wait, no, 3.
Was it all?
We were in English.
Oh wait, no, because there's only 4 courses in high school.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I was looking at university.
We were in English, business tech, which we will definitely talk about.
A lot. Pre-boarding, probably early on.
And math, but we never sat together in math for some reason.
Did we not? No.
No, because
the first time we had first time with Miss
Clancy.
Oh wait.
Math was first with Miss Clancy.
No, I was thinking grade 11 for a second. Huh. This is what we mean by my memory.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I could list off every single class in order and every single teacher that I had in high school. Like, I don't like having a memory. Is it off?
No, it's on. It's on. It's on for sure. I'm just wondering what that option was.
Auto from will be included in the video. What?
I don't know.
But we are recording.
We are recording. I can confirm that we are recording.
Okay. The universe does not want us to make this podcast.
So if you do hear background noises, we discussed this in our last episode, but you probably can't hear it. So we have the third per denizen of our apartment who is called the Ettercap.
The Ettercap.
You must figure out his identity.
We're gonna have to pause here. Saad's getting a phone call.
Okay.
Your habits are what's annoying, Saad, not your voice.
Yeah, see, like what I'm saying is this is good because now I can start like noticing what's wrong with my with how I'm talking and be like,
no, I'm not
fixing
even talking about. Well, yes, what you're
yes,
saying.
yes, that's exactly what you're saying.
I'm more talking about like waiting 5 weeks to do the dishes. That's more what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's definitely
Interesting thing I just looked up here. I noticed that when you were on the phone with your dad, you said 110, and you said that the T like an Indian accent. So I'm in.
When I'm speaking Urdu, I guess, yeah. Maybe.
And I looked it up. I've taken a few courses in linguistics, so I have an idea of IPA and the pronunciation guide for certain letters and dialects. T and D are often retroflex, especially in the south of India.
Which means
I believe retroflex means that the sound sort of comes around the sides of your tongue. Your tongue is flexed rather than the tongue being projecting the sound outward. And also T specifically.
how do I normally I say 110. So.
Yeah, 10. What you're doing when you're 10, there's another feature of T. T is always unaspirated, which means you don't blow any air out. Den. You're like stopping the air a little bit. But when you say 10, like 10, you get a lot of air out. Den, there's not very much air. Den. You're doing like.
And what you're saying is that I do that when I'm speaking English like this. I usually do it fine.
You do it using a Canadian English dialect.
But then when I start speaking Urdu,
you're using the Indian English
like
dialect.
ऐसे बोलता हूँ फिर. Okay, yeah, huh? Yeah, you're right. Huh. I didn't notice that. It's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I might continue this whole linguistics thing because I'm finding it very interesting.
This is quite interesting. Okay, calculations.
We've been doing this for about an hour now, and I'm still on the same question. So
see, here's the thing, though. We've been doing this for an hour, but
we've already done like 100 episodes.
Exactly. I don't know what else say. They had a point.
But
and
we've been doing this for like an hour, but what?
I had a point, and that point will never be known to the world.
You have some Fiber One cereal. 52% of your daily Fiber One cereal. Enter offer code Honey Clusters. We're not actually sponsored by Fiber One. Don't do that.
But you know what we are sponsored by? Nothing. Because for us. You like this?
Yo, I found another thing. Most Indian languages, including Standard Hindi, do not differentiate between V and W.
That explains everything. For the listeners, I am no good with V's and W's. You will learn that as you listen. Very quickly. Very, very quickly.
Many Indians use a... For the record, Saad is not actually from India. But that is the area, the general area of the world that you come from. So this makes sense, at least.
Yes. My entire language dialect comes from Pakistan, though, because that's what my parents, like, they spoke Urdu their entire life.
Right.
So.
Many Indians use a frictionless labiodental approximant for words with either sound, possibly in free variation with V and or W, depending on region. Thus, vet and vet, wet and vet are often homophones.
Intriguing.
You can listen to it. Voix, voix. Figure this out later. This is interesting. I'm gonna keep going down this.
Or you should probably do your math.
Yeah.
Right.
Saad, say the word. Say a plant that has petals. Say that word.
Plant that has petals.
And a stem. Smells nice.
Rose.
Less specific.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
But say the word. What is a rose? What type of plant is a rose?
I don't know. A flower? Oh, a flower. Okay. I don't know. Is that where you're going for here? Okay.
I can't actually say the word
because the roses have a subspecies of family, which I don't know if that's what you wanted.
I said less specific.
Okay. Cool. But that would be less specific still because now I'm referring to a specific. Never mind.
I didn't want you to say, the family Rosonita that are also comprised of tulips.
Okay.
So I don't think flower.
Flower. So.
No, you say flower.
Okay.
But apparently, many Indians prefer to pronounce words such as flower as flower, as opposed to flower.
Brother-in-laws don't do that for sure, and they live in Pakistan, so.
Flower.
Or it might just be that I'm used to it. I don't know.
Flower. Some of these are like so subtle.
It's what we need to do.
It's very hard to pick up.
If we need to create this illusion of upgrading our audio throughout the entire thing, we need to make a lot of background noise. As much background noise as we can.
I've been eating cereal this whole episode.
You know what? I'm gonna start tapping my pen while I'm doing this math.
Please, we don't need to intentionally make it horrible.
You need to make it terrible.
Let's not
you need to understand it needs to be the worst thing. If our voice isn't already adding to it, gotta make it worse.
Pirates search for buried
treasure.
Okay. No, that doesn't apply to you. This is fascinating. I have a study case right in front of me.
We have a topic, Dan. We're actually doing topic. Is this podcast gonna make our conversations more intellectual again? I say again, but that never happened in the first place.
Someday we might let you guys in on kitchen philosophy.
But kitchen philosophy, by the way, for context,
that
is.
Oh no! Well, a secret. You gotta keep
it's a secret. Well, you can't. It's kitchen philosophy.
We collaborate.
We can't have too many secrets.
We gotta keep them guessing.
Well, you can't have too many secrets, though. It's like
we collaborate with the Ettercat. Talk about philosophical things that could get a little controversial. Be forewarned.
but it never degrades into
We are always civil. We're always civil.
very simple.
Just saying, if
That's why I
if
enjoy
this
them.
goes on YouTube, you never know. You can't trust the YouTube comments.
I mean, no matter what we do, the YouTube comments are going to be terrible about this, though.
Not if we cultivate.
No matter how much cultivation you do, there's always toxicity in the YouTube comments.
There's
It's
always
going to be. It's a
toxicity.
reality.
You can limit toxicity as much as you want.
This is true. By creating an environment that doesn't welcome it.
So Saad, the word ring, as in I ring the bell, use it in a sentence such that you are saying I am blank the bell.
I am ringing the bell.
No, you don't really do that. It says here that some Indian speakers add the G sound after it occurs in the middle of a word. So you would say ringing. You had like a little thing in there, but I don't think it was really that.
So how did we get on this topic again? Right, I hated my voice, and then it became.
No, it was
No.
it was you called your dad, and then I noticed that
You noticed that.
you said den,
Yes.
and then I was like, I know a lot of different ways to pronounce T, but I'm not sure what that one is.
Intriguing. I mean, ideally I'd be saying dus, but I don't know how to count in Urdu. So. See, imagine me trying to be an engineer in Pakistan. Just like, doesn't matter what my degree is, just like, can't actually count.
Would your if you went to any of those countries, would you be intelligible to any people?
No, I get robbed blind because I'd be an obvious tourist.
Oh, so when you go, you just don't talk.
Actually, like that's what happens. I am literally told not to talk.
Wow.
Until we get in the car, like outside, I actually cannot talk because it is an actual danger.
Wow.
That's the thing. Ugh. Need to add a glass of water to this extra background noise to make it terrible.
Yesterday, so I'll finish this sentence. Yesterday, I didn't feel like getting up, so I skipped.
Class?
You sort of do that one. Claw. You sort of say class instead of class. You were kind
Did
of
I?
you were kind of in between there. It was hard to say, but. Anyway, I don't need to be doing this.
We need to be doing some math.
I need to be doing math. I need to catch up on math. I do evolve tomorrow, but. Hey guys, Daniel here. So we're getting into the part of the podcast where one of us does not know that we're being recorded. Now, this generally happens when either Saad or I notices that the conversation we're having at the dinner table or just lying on the couch is going into an interesting place. So we decided to capture a little bit of that and show you a little bit what the candid portions of our lives are. I didn't catch on to this earlier, but Paul says a running joke last year at camp was the Apostle Paul. So Paul says, "I'm already dead," because he says that in the Bible.
I'm already dead. Oh my shindu.
Wait,
I cannot.
I don't get what happens.
So the idea is you are already dead to your sin. As in you, the person your flesh wants, your desires, you are already dead and they have been replaced with Christ's wants, God's desires.
Okay.
When you became a Christian. And in that sense, you, the person you were before, died.
Oh, okay. So
if someone says, I'm gonna kill, I'm like jokingly, oh, I'm just dead. Oh, or, man, I'm gonna die doing this. And then someone will say, Paul says I'm already dead.
Ah, okay. I see.
And I never put that together with the Omai Womo Shinde Rumi. So there's that.
I see.
Oh, inner cat. I was hearing like inner cat. I was really lost on that one.
That's what we call it in Britain. We have the outer cats and the inner cats.
Indeed, we do.
Those outer cats, did you hear them yesterday? Oh, they were howling. They were howling up a storm. Good thing my inner cat was inside, safe and sound.
This is delicious pizza.
I'm glad you like it. I made it specifically for you.
Oh, I guess you just use the pizza box for decoration purposes.
Pulled it out of the recycling. Just kind of tossed my creation in there. I'm bored. I don't want to do any schoolwork because I've been doing schoolwork all day. I don't want to play video games. I'd be okay just watching a show, but I don't really want to. I guess I'd be sort of okay with doing D&D stuff. But what I really want to do is play D&D or play a board game. Decisions, Saad.
Decisions.